It is Thursday, the 18th of April 2019. Now, this is our garage, where I am now, and this is our inverter. This is what takes the electricity from our solar panels and converts it into AC current from DC. And what we've had installed today is this. This is, would you believe it, a battery. Now, we've had the panels in for 7.5, nearly 8 years now, and during the day, particularly through the spring through to the autumn, they generate lots of power, and any power over and above what we use ourselves just gets exported onto the grid, and we get a feed-in tariff for the electricity that we produce, and there's a small calculation made, which is to give us an extra payment for anything that we export to the grid, which is about 3p per kilowatt hour. It's not a great deal, but it adds on to these. I think it's about 50p we get per kilowatt hour for the feed-in tariff. But they simply calculate that we export, or estimate that we export, a certain proportion of our electricity. We could actually be exporting zero power, and we still get paid for the assumption that we are exporting a particular proportion of it. But at night time, we don't actually have any electricity from our own supply, so we've got to buy it in from the electricity company. And that's what this battery here, this lovely battery, is going to help us solve, or at least in part, because this will take the excess power that our solar panels generate through the day, and it will charge up this great big battery here. And at night time, when the solar panels aren't working, this battery kicks in and powers up, provides all the electricity that we're using in the house, which means that we should be buying none, or at least a lot less power in from outside. So it makes us more sustainable, but it also means financially we're not having to pay to buy electricity from the electricity company. And if you have a look on here, you can see that there, it means that the battery is charging up. So charging up at the moment, and it's 7 o'clock in the evening, so it is at the point where the sun's getting reasonably low in the sky, but it's still charging up. So at the minute we are making more electricity than we use. So this was fitted today. The guys came this morning, and it weighed an absolute ton. It took 3 of them to carry it into the house and put it up onto the wall. I'm absolutely delighted that it's in. My only regret is that we didn't do this years ago, because we did look at it a few years ago, and we were actually advised by the salesman at the time that our house probably wouldn't benefit from it. But afterwards we thought about it and decided that we thought he was wrong. And given the power supply that we had last year from the fantastic weather we had, then we were clearly generating loads and loads of power, which we were exporting, and which could have actually been saved on the battery and used in the evening. So it would have cut our electricity bills even more, a lot more, last year if we had this in place. So it is now in place. So that's one more step towards being self-sufficient, not just in food, but in energy as well.